Now you're going to meet two little girls, just 8 years old, who face danger in large part because they have to. Prepare yourself for extraordinary scenes of children in the ring, punching, kicking, sometimes getting knocked senseless, making money while their parents cheer. It's fight night in rural Thailand. A small fortune will be wagered on the outcome. The purse is huge. The winner will make more money in a day than a farmer or a factory worker could earn in a month. And these beautiful 8-year-old girls, they are the show.
When I first saw it, I absolutely immediately thought it was child abuse. It was evil fathers and mothers who don't care about their children. I thought it was horrible.
American filmmaker Todd Kelstein was traveling in Thailand when he stumbled upon children, some as young as 5 years old, competing professionally in a form of hand-to-hand combat known as Muay Thai. It's the national sport of Thailand and one of the most physically punishing of all martial arts. Like boxing, but allowing the use of hands, knees, and elbows.
No teeth guard, no headgear, nothing at all to protect them? Did you ever see a child get hurt?
I've seen some really bad kicks. I've seen some of the boys go down and not get back up without help.
As a mother of a 4-year-old, I found it really difficult to watch some of your footage.
Sure.
Are you convinced that they can't be permanently hurt, or?
No, not at all. I think there's definitely a possibility of internal damage, absolutely.
So why would parents that Todd describes as loving and supportive subject their children to this kind of risk? They do it for the money. A successful child boxer can earn more than her parents, and that money doesn't just put food on the table, it can put brothers and sisters through school and pay for all their health care.
It's a lot of pressure and responsibility on a young girl's shoulders.
They really are making a necessary contribution to the family. I don't see parents who are lazy. I see parents with 3 and 4 jobs. So they're not being taken advantage of on that level.
Todd documented the lives of 2 girls for his upcoming film Raised in the Ring. Nam Pet, a quiet, reserved 8-year-old, and the girl who would become her rival, another 8-year-old named Stam.
She's a girly girl.
A girly girl who boxes.
Who boxes.
She's very much the little girl, as she proudly shows the bed she sleeps in between her mom and dad.
When you see her start training, she changes completely. You know, her focus and her determination is unlike anything I've ever seen.
And her training regimen is exhausting even to watch. Stam wakes up early and runs 3 miles before going to school. After school, it's another 3-mile run to her gym. Once there, her workout includes push-ups, pull-ups, the heavy bag, and lots of sparring. She finishes up about 9 o'clock at night. Nam Pet is from a nearby industrial city, but lives at her gym because her parents cannot afford to support her.
Nam Pet talks about how much she wants to go home. I mean, we see in Nam Pet a real homesickness.
Absolutely. She's an 8-year-old girl. She wants to see her mom.
In many parts of the world, the kinds of sacrifices Nam Pet and Stam make to help support their families are made every day.
The unusual thing in the world is children who don't have to do serious work. This idea that childhood is a time of play and of education is something that 200 years ago almost nobody in the world had.
Including the United States, Federal child labor laws were passed in this country less than 100 years ago.
There was a point in the U.S. where the country was so poor that for the parents this was the only possible choice.
And it is those same tough choices that brought Nam Pet and Stam together in the ring. When Todd first met them, it looked like Nam Pet was the girl who would fight her way out of poverty. She beat Stam the first time they fought. Their rematch had all the trappings of a championship fight, even though these little girls would only be in 2nd grade in the United States. The betting was furious. The winning child would receive 100,000 baht, a little over $3,000, about what the average Thai makes in a year. On this day, the two girls' fortunes were reversed. Stam won the fight and went on to become a national champion in her weight class.
Her winnings have really changed things for the whole family.
She's been putting that towards the house. Yeah, she's been putting that towards the house for her family.
Why does that get to you?
I don't know. Because I watch her do it. I've seen the pride that she has, you know.
Things have not gone as well for Nam Pet.
At one point, we see Pet boxing in a brothel.
Yes. That was maybe the hardest shoot ever.
After the fight, which she lost, the dejected 8-year-old had to circulate through the bar and ask for tips from the brothel's customers, mostly Westerners looking for sex. And that was not the worst part of the evening.
When Pet and her family leave the brothel after she loses the fight, the mother says, you know, she says later on it's a joke, but she says, now you can't come home. And Pet bursts into tears. She gets very upset.
I had to close my eyes. I couldn't bear to see her, you know. Yeah, I don't know how to explain that. I mean, that's what happened.
Is it just our Western sensibilities that so many people are so shocked by these images?
You know, we Americans, we live in kind of a bubble-wrapped world, and our kids live in a bubble-wrapped world. Life out there in much of the world for people has just choices that we can hardly even imagine.
What do you hope the audience takes away from watching this movie?
Before we judge them, think about what else is happening, why these things happen. These circumstances exist, and we should think about ways to make that better for everyone. Not just Thailand, but everyone.